Дякуємо, пане президенте, що ви знову приєдналися до нас. Ми зараз перебуваємо на американській фабриці, американських власників. І ця фабрика, цивільна фабрика, була мішенню ракетного удару. Через тиждень після того, як Путін і Трамп зустрічалися на Алясці, Трампа запитували про його враження від цього удару. Він сказав, звичайно, я дуже розчарований, але я даю 2 тижні для того, щоб президенти Путін і Зеленський зустрілися. 2 тижні минули, нічого не сталося.
Дякую. Передусім, дякую вам за зустріч і дякую вам за те, що ви тут. І я кожного разу вдячен особисто кожному журналісту американському. Я вам вдячний, всім ведучим. Ви показуєте те, що відбувається тут реально. Не те, що доповідають розвідки, не про те, що можна прочитати при всій повазі до всіх, а те, що відбувається. Так, це американське підприємство в Україні. Було нанесено 3 удари. Але дякуючи менеджменту і такому відношенню, 600 громадян України були збережені. Вони всі могли загинути і передчасно, не передчасно, а попередили їх, і вони змогли і зберегтися. Але 17 поранених, на жаль. Тобто це говорить, що для Путіна все одне, яка ціль. Тут були кофемашини, для нього все одно. І як ви правильно сказали, удари були постійні до Аляски, до речі, і після Аляски. І 500 дронів кожного дня. 500 дронів плюс балістичні ракети. І було багато балістичних ракет. І потім у нас була зустріч з президентом Трампом в овальному офісі, кабінеті. І ми говорили про те, що треба більш сильні санкції, тому що Путін не хоче закінчувати війну. Він не відчуває, що він просто не відчуває, що є якась небезпека для нього особисто, для його влади, для його економіки, для його війни, яку він приніс до нас. І президент мені сказав, що так, 2-3 тижні, якщо він не погодиться на зустріч з тобою, він мені сказав, ми будемо рухатись більш швидше. 2 тижні пройшли. Вчора у нас була розмова. Ми були у Франції, в Парижі, і були лідери Європи. В принципі, були ті самі Вашингтонська група, яка приїжджала до президента Трампа, плюс додаткові наші лідери, ми всі чули. Президент Трамп сказав, дійсно це правда, він сказав, що Європа повинна не купувати енергетику. Ми про це давно вже говорили, не можна так, щоб боротись з Путіним, санкціонувати його гроші, а при цьому купувати енергетику, газ або нафту. І він сказав про Словаччину, він сказав про Угорщину, і сказав, ще є кілька країн в Європі, ви повинні накласти санкції. І він вважає, що треба рухати сильніше проти Китаю, бо Китай багато всього закупає. І я його попросив знов. Пане президенте, у вас є сила, і це Америка, ви президент Сполучених Штатів. І ми дуже чекаємо сильних тарифів, будь-якого тиску на Росію. Ми дуже чекаємо від Америки.
Пане президенте, ви говорите про додаткові санкції, додаткові тарифи, додаткову допомогу від президента Трампа. І ви йому сказали, що ви маєте сили і потужності для того, щоб вжити конкретних дій. І вже дедлайни проходять і проходять нові, і нічого не відбувається.
We all understand that we need additional pressure on Putin. Putin doesn't understand and doesn't respect anything which doesn't have power. So he is such person. That's why he brought the war to our territory. He was sure that we will run away and nobody will help us. But oppositely, countries joined it around us and helped us, and we stay strong. Yes, too long. I think too long war. We have to stop it, but with pressure. We need pressure from the United States. And I said that I think that President Trump is right about that. Europeans. I'm very thankful to all the partners, but some of them, they continue buy oil and Russian gas, and this is not fair. To be open and to be clear, it's not fair. So we have to stop buy any kind of energy from Russia. And by the way, anything, any deals with Russia, we can't have any deals if we want to stop them. So it's enough that China continues, and Putin he is count on continuation. His relations with China, then with North Korea, and you know that North Korea sends soldiers and artillery and missiles already to Russia, and they attack us. And that's why we need pressure, but not only Europe. Of course, it's not enough. The most power has White House, and I really count that President Trump will do it with pressure on Putin. And this is only one way how to stop the killer. You need to take off to take off his weapon. Energy is his weapon.
You saw the meeting this week, though, between
Ви бачили зустрічі цього тижня Путіна і Моді, Путіна і президента Сі.
More than 20 leaders.
and President Trump has said
І коли президент Трамп
Modi,
сказав, що
China, they have gone to the dark side.
Моді, Індія і Росія фактично перейшли на темний бік під Китай. Коли ви бачите Моді там, який допоміг закупівлею російської нафти, чи ви вважаєте, що план санкцій, запроваджених проти Індії, не спрацював?
No, I think the idea to put tariffs on the countries who continue make deals with Russia, I think this is right idea. In any way, it's about justice. And I don't know how it works, because to feel how sanctions work, we need time. To feel and to count how it works, how tariffs work, again, we need a little bit time. But again, when we put sanctions, if we want just to understand how sanctions work, yes, we need not to give any kind of possibility to any kind of partners to circumvent these sanctions, to help Russia. It's the same with Europe, with unity. We decided together with Europe that we will put sanctions, and Europe did a great job. They made 18th for today, 18th packages, and 19th is on the way. But if 27 countries decided to do together to stop Russia, or to do what they can to stop these terrorists, and if 27 decided, but some of them, 2, 3, 4, somewhere circumvent the sanctions, helping, yes, not helping Russia. They said that they help their internal economy, but it's from one side, from another side, helping their economy. They help Russia. They have much money, and then spend money, and they spend it on the weapon. That's it.
I want to go back to where we're sitting, just because we had that.
Я хочу повернутися знову до цієї сьогоднішньої локації. Це американське підприємство. Чи ви вважаєте, що Путін специфічно цілився сюди?
Yeah, we don't know with you exactly. I think nobody knows, maybe only God. Yes, but Putin knows what he's doing. Here, 1,000 kilometers, the distance to the front, even a little bit more.
Not an area that's usually hit.
No, not an area as usual. Yeah, hit it. So, and there are no any kind of military, I mean, these factories, or I mean, these lines of production of drones, or of production of electronic warfare. I mean, some technological things, which usually Russia want to destroy, and so there is nothing. Coffee machine. This is coffee machine. Really, I'm not sure that it's dangerous for Russia, second biggest army in the world. That's why it can be message. It can be message. Yes.
When you think about where we are right now, 3 weeks.
Коли ви думаєте, де ми перебуваємо, 3 тижні минуло після саміту на Алясці, жодної персональної зустрічі між вами не було. Він сказав, хай приходить до Москви.
You know, if a person doesn't want to meet during the war, of course he can propose something which can't be acceptable by me or by other, it's understandable. I can't go to Moscow when my country is under missiles, under attacks each day. I can't go to this capital of these terrorists. It's understandable, and he understands it. It's the same proposition, as I said, that he has to come to Kiev. Yeah, so it's understandable that he is doing it to postpone the meeting. We said. So from the March, the proposition of President Trump was to unconditional ceasefire, to have then we supported this from Jeddah, from Saudi Arabia, then we supported meetings in Turkey, and I always said we can't trust Putin. He plays games, and he's playing games with the United States. I think so, it's to my mind.
You said he's playing games.
Yes, I think he's playing games. Putin's playing games. Not enough pressure. He doesn't feel that somebody... I think that President Trump can do it, and I think that he thinks about it. We had a meeting in Washington, and really we spoke that he said a couple of weeks, and we will make some steps. But he said maybe my proposition was trilateral meeting. I think that the most useful is, and it's trilateral meeting. I think so. Yes.
Do you think the possibility for a bilateral meeting is
Чи ви вважаєте, що двостороння вже не буде?
Signal from the president and from President Trump, and I said, look, Mr. President, I'm ready for any kind of meeting, but not in Russia. Any kind of meeting, bilateral, trilateral. We'll be happy if you will be, and I mean trilateral is better. Respect United States. So I mean this. Bilateral, trilateral. If we need European friends, we'll be happy to see them. So we are ready for any kind of format. Sit and speak. Even preconditions which we had at the very beginning of the year, that ceasefire and then meeting. Then we spoke about security guarantees and then meeting. By the way, I'm thankful to the United States that if in the Washington, D.C., when we had meeting, the president said that America will be in security guarantees, and hope that it will be.
Я знаю, що ви не хотіли би якісь деталі специфічні розповідати про потенційні гарантії безпеки, але вони сказали, що коли настане мир, припинення вогню, то будуть гарантії, будуть війська на землі.
We speak about security guarantees, and it's the main points. I will not go further to details, if it's possible, for today. For today, but we know the details. It's also important that we are at the same page. I mean, so the first is a strong Ukrainian army, and I think that everybody understands it. Generals from the EU, United States, they understand that. Any security guarantees in Ukraine can be based only on our army. This is point number one. But for this, we need people. We have them, and training missions have to continue. But they have to be in Ukraine, of course, because when we train our people now abroad, then they come back and we have retrained. So this is new war, and too much technologies, and everything is changing, and our soldiers and officers now have more experience than our partners abroad. It's true. Our partners, Europeans, Americans, they began to learn from our guys. That this is good, and so then it's weapon and brigades, complication of the brigades, and this is our internal production of drones, first of all, and missiles, and we need funds for this, financing. We don't have it, really, not enough. Then 40% of capacities are empty for today, they don't work because of the financing. So then American weapon, which only United States has, it's air defense, Patriot, priority missiles and HIMARSs, and
how about air support? Any kind of air support?
Yeah. And in addition, plus Europeans, and of course we spoke about air support. We need air defense shield, but shield is not only air defense systems, and it's also about the jets. Jets we used F-16s. We have old F-16s be open, but they are good. We can work
Better
on that.
than nothing, for sure.
It's true. We are thankful for
Краще,
everything.
ніж нічого.
So we can destroy missiles by jets. Better to have fleet from our partners, and we can use. If we can use, our proposition is to use jets which are on the bordering neighboring countries, NATO countries, or this. Yeah.
Do you imagine a buffer zone with the United States helping with that, a demilitarization?
I will tell you about buffer zone. This is not. It's. This is a big mistake. We have already buffer zone. I try to explain all this experts and etc. Yeah, they have to be on this war. This is the new war. We have for today drone lines. It's a pity, but it's true that not only we Russians, so they do the same what we do, and we learn a lot of things from them, and they learn from us. It's true. This is such war. We have to recognize it. And these lines, drone lines, we have death zone from 10 kilometers to 20 kilometers, different places, different points between us. So any kind of tank or armored vehicle or motorcycle or everything what is coming here to this zone 10 kilometers, everything is burned, everything is destroyed by the drones. So we already have this buffer zone. If they speak about the buffer zone between us, it's nothing. For today, it's not, we are not in the Second World War, with all respect to the experience of generals. It's another war. We have 10. If we will decide that we need 20 kilometers, we will use such drones. So we don't need to go somewhere. And we don't have artillery more than 1 year in the zone of 10, 15 kilometers. We don't have, because if we have there, we will destroy. If Russians will have it, we will destroy it by drones. That's it. So that's why I try to explain it again to a lot of experts, with all respect to them, but I hope that they understood.
I want to go back to the summit in Alaska.
Хотіли знову поговорити
that
про
like?
I was not
саміт.
there.
You were not there.
I was not there. What can I say?
You were here, and you were watching.
Але ви були тут і ви спостерігали за самітом. Що ви думали, коли ви бачили ці червоні доріжки і таку зустріч, щоб вони зустрілися говорити про Україну?
Yeah, I thought that. Look, it was about. I don't know. I think that it was bilateral summit, and it's a pity that Ukraine was not there, because I think that President Trump gave Putin what he wanted. He wanted very much to meet with President Trump, with the President of the United States, and I think that Putin got it, and it's a pity, because I think that he wanted very much to meet with the president. He wanted very much, and that's why I think that it could be a good possibility to make trilateral, even when Putin doesn't want to meet with me, but he wants very much to meet with the president of the United States, to show everybody video and images that he is there. Yes, that's why I think that we had this chance to pressure on him. And this is one of the format how to pressure on Putin. But in any way, so we can have it. I think that maybe if it's possible, we can try to organize such meeting.
So did that accomplish anything as you looked at it, the summit?
На вашу думку,
Anything
ця
in
зустріч
terms
на
of
Алясці
peace?
хоч чогось досягла?
I don't know. I think that they had a lot of topics, bilateral topics, maybe not about Ukraine. That's why I don't know the result of their topic. And really, for me, it's not very interesting, because it's about some, I don't know, economic energy and Arctic, and I don't know what about this.
France's President Macron said he thought that
Президент Франції Еммануель
was
Макрон
playing Trump.
сказав, що він, на його думку, Путін просто
Do you agree?
розігрував Трампа, що він грався фактично президентом Трампом.
Look, Putin trying to play with the United States not first year. and also with Europe dividing people and make some unions when he wants. And I think that he is really in a weak position. I think that his army is tired. He has so many losses. He is afraid to mobilize his people. He has contracts and pay a lot of money. And I think we have step by step come and step by step cut all the possibilities which give him emotional increasing of his morality, if I can say, if it's understandable. My English is not so good.
Your English is fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah,
Thank
fantastic,
you for that.
but not good.
No, it's good. It's fantastically good. There we go.
Thank you so
There we
much.
go. I appreciate you doing it in
Thank you so
English.
much.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not
but
lying. I'm lying. Not lying.
And that's why I think that what we need to do with the aggressor, to cut. And then he will not have time for playing games, because he has time for things. He has to think what to do tomorrow, but he is not thinking what to do tomorrow. He's okay today, so not enough pressure. A lot of meetings what he had in China, and I think this is a signal to the United States what was in China. I think this is yeah. Look, here we are. This signal. They said that is signal to the West, but what does it mean when China says or Putin says about the West? What does it mean? It means United States. But West is when it has unity of the West. It's United States, Europe, it's Canada and Asia and Japan, and I think these are real allies. And when somebody gives you such messages, to my mind, I'm sorry for my mind, that I think that when somebody gives you messages, you can just say once that look and invite all these guys, and America can just join it in a one moment, because all the Europe always want to have this unity, because it's just, you know, in the minds of Europeans to have a unity. And of course everybody will be happy if United States will give the message that we are together. No, United States gives this, but sometimes forgets. And just I think this is important.
So
West is much more stronger. I just wanted to say again, the West much more stronger than any kind of union in the world. I'm not about, you know, war, new wars, nuclear and etc. No, I'm just count on your partners. This is my signal. Russia, the second army, couldn't occupy Ukraine, but this is Ukraine, 40 million. But what does it mean West? The real economy in Europe is 600 million people, and the biggest economy plus United States, the biggest in the world. So this is the West.
Do you have 100%?
Чи ви на
Are you confident? 100% confident?
Чи ви на 100% впевнені у тому, що адміністрація Трампа допоможе вам до кінця йти до реалістичного досягнення миру?
No, I think that President wants to finish this war, and I think he has all the issues to do it. It's not simple. No, I was from the very beginning, I said that and when we spoke with President Trump and with his team, I know that his team has different ideas how it can be finished. But if we speak about just and lasting peace, it's important to finish and not to have possibility that to have aggression again in 6 months, in 1 year, in 2 years. It's not only important to stop the war. Yes, it's very important, but to have a lasting peace, to have a security.
What does victory look like?
Що для вас
Ukraine.
перемога
Victory.
буде перемогою України?
Be honest. I had conversation some days ago with one director of movies, and his guys, he got Oscar, and the other documentary movie, Chernov. I don't know if you heard
Yeah, I
about
know
the Ukrainian guy. Yeah, he's a very talented person.
Yep.
He asked me, and really he said, but I don't know. He said, I don't know what does it mean victory. It's for everybody, different people, different meaning. And I said to him, to my mind, Putin's goal is to occupy Ukraine. This is to destroy us, occupy. And did he occupy it?
No, but
It's mean that he didn't win. It's mean that we have Ukraine.
he still wants to win.
Yes, but till he didn't occupy us, we win. And I think so, because we have our country. And of course, he understands it very clearly. He wants, of course, to occupy us totally. For him, this victory. And until he can't do it, the victory is on our side. Very painful. It's not victory when you smile, applause. It's not about it. To my mind, there is no victory with applauses. Yes, in the war, because a lot of losses. So that's why, for us, to survive is a victory. Because we are surviving with our identity, with our country, with our independence.
Все ж таки,
In fact, this is a more technical question. So, the Donbas.
це буде
Explain to people
запитання про
why
Донбас.
that is a non-starter. To give all
Чому не може бути навіть мови про виконання вимоги Путіна віддати йому Донбас?
Президента Трампа в овальному кабінеті була карта. І у нас була своя, ми прийшли з цієї карти, у нього була своя стиль. Я сказав, що мені ж пояснити, чому Донбас так важливий, питання було таке. Чому так Донбас важливий, мені достатньо вашої карти, я орієнтуюсь, де що знаходиться на нашій землі. Це, до речі, різниця між мною і Путіним. Він воює за те, де він не орієнтується, що це. Він воює за просто територію, а ми воюємо за наше життя на цих територіях, за ці землі, за похованих наших родичів, близьких там, дідусі, тощо. Він не зовсім це розуміє. Окей, я зараз не про це. Чому Донбас важливий? Передусім, всім потрібно зрозуміти, що Путін не завоював за 3 роки 70% Донбасу. Все це маніпуляції. Перше, після першої окупації 10 років, вже 11 років тому, коли він захопив Крим без бою і захопив третину Донбасу. Він захопив тоді. Після повномасштабної війни, початку повномасштабної війни, майже за 4 роки вони захопили біля 30% Донецької області. Не всього Донбасу, Донецької області. І ми контролюємо зараз повністю ще 30%, 32%, якщо буде точно. Тобто, третина була взята їм 10 років назад. За роки війни, коли ми воюємо повномасштабно, він взяв тільки 30%. Це багато, так, але 1 мільйон людей. Він втратив 1 мільйон людей. Ось ця ціна. І це майже 4 роки. Тобто, якщо він каже, що він через 3-4 місяці, а саме це він казав американцям і Білому дому, і представнику президента Трампа Віткофу, він казав, що він візьме Донбас за 2-3, максимум 4 місяці. До кінця року він сказав, він візьме. Він не візьме. Ціна – роки. І 1 мільйон людей. А якщо не роки, а швидше, то просто більше людей. Не 1 мільйон людей, а 2 мільйона. 3 мільйона трупів. Ось це ціна цього. Далі. Чому так важливо? Окрім речей про те, що я сказав, це наше життя, наша історія, наші домівки. Окрім всього цього, це укріплена наша частина. Там стоять сильні війська, і там є укріплення. І якщо він вийде і буде мати весь Донбас, хто гарантує нам, що 90 кілометрів він не буде йти до Харкова, там, де 1,5 мільйона людей. Харків. Він також завжди хотів Харків, який стояв всі ці роки, всі 11 років Харків стояв. І він на кордоні з Росією. І він захоче окупувати Харків. 1,5 мільйона людей. А там такі люди, подивіться, вони там, вони нікуди не біжуть. Що буде відбуватись? Це буде страшна трагедія, масова. І так само у нього відкривається шлях до Дніпра. Індустріальний центр України. Це наша економіка, це наші заводи, це наше виробництво, це серйозний вклад в ВВП держави.
What happens next? We've watched
Ми бачили процес переговорів, який, в принципі, не просунув нас до миру. Що далі?
First, after our last conversation by phone with President Trump and European leaders, so we decided and already sent the team which will work together with the United States on next sanctions steps. Yesterday we decided in Paris, and today they went. So this is the first, and we want to hear from our partners, want to hear next steps of pressure. This is about sanctions, or tariffs, or other economic steps. Yes. Second, we are in a good position with security guarantees, but not at the end of this process, and we want to get it. This is also pressure, and Russia is not happy that somebody will be present in Ukraine, and we have to finish this work. This is important. This is second. Third, pressure on Putin politically. People of the President of the United States have to call, speak, and get Putin at the table of negotiations. I hope that President, he said yesterday that, yes, he will call again, he will call Putin again, and he will try to organize.
trilateral.
Trilateral or bilateral, I don't know. I don't really,
Less likely
I don't
with
know.
bilateral.
Yeah, for me it doesn't matter. What is
There'll be more of this if they don't get anywhere.
yes, it's a bit. This is real life. Yeah, we need any kind of what we can do as quick as possible. We will accept this format, the quickest one.